come jump, must come down. Don't touch the ground. I don't care, let me skip this stupid bullshit. Cool! Alright, now to set my PS4 controller down very gently because it's a huge bitch. That likes to not function too well if I jiggle it too much, and I should just be using the different wire, but lo and behold, I am an idiot, and did not do that. So, my apologies for the lateness. At everyone going live. Cool! That means we can begin. Just 6-minute ad? Well, you're gonna watch it, right? I mean, big boy's gotta eat. If I just delete... If I just deleted it. Yeah, I am a little late, aren't I? But, you know what they say, better Nate than Lever. So let's check out the challenge modes. I kind of forgot this. Like, you can, like, run through a thing standard, or you could do, like, a special challenge run. And the challenge runs are really stupid. I don't think any of them are fun. We can spin! Look at me, I've stolen a joke. I'm gonna be executed at dawn by Vinny himself. Anyway, let's jump right into this, because it's gonna be fun. Cool, so let's, hello there everybody, how you doing?
Here we go!
Yeah, let's go!
Yeah! Nate? Not to. Your detectives whore on your side.
It's here! Yeah!
What's wrong with
Oh,
you?
he's cool.
It's here! We've got work!
What?
I've heard good things about you and require your detective services. And I can pay handsomely.
I've got a bad
That looks uncomfortable.
feeling about this.
Espio, don't be silly. Besides, you know our policy. We never turn down work that pays.
Yeah, you know our policy!
Come on, boys. Let's go.
Yes, sir!
Roger.
Espio! Alright, so we gotta find hermit crabs, boys.
Yeah, beach time!
Now what are we gonna do?
See. I must test your abilities.
Bring it on.
Ready.
Look, he's Naruto.
I want to test your investigation skills. Collect hermit crabs.
Oh, that better not be a recurring thing. My controller is fighting me hard right now. By the way, so, alright, so Espio's big gimmick is that he can turn invisible every time he does this, but it also makes all your boys...
Thank you!
Volume is kind of low. I think I turned it down for Symphony of the Night, actually. Let me raise it back up. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Oh my god. Alright, I have to get a different, a different thing to plug into because it's constantly shaking loose now. This ain't gonna be good. Especially if we're doing, like, actual platforming and then it shits out on me. I think I just need to buy another one. Well, I preferred this one because it was kind of short, which is helpful during, recording sessions. But, I mean, I'd rather have it, you know, work.
Hey, have you
There
seen
we
any
go.
hermit crabs in this area?
I don't know, viewers have us? Tink. Boy, howdy, he went flying.
Take the lead.
Alright, so Charmy can shove his little pinus. Oh god, I forgot I should have paused it if I was worried about the time, huh?
To me, boys.
I absolutely adore that the emulator lagged a little bit there and just sounded like it got base boosted. So here's Vector prolapsing his stomach. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Oh god, my prolapse, no! Alright, first act on the first stage in the game. I got too worried about my prolapse and just lost it. No, you don't.
Here we go.
Prolapse right into the abyss.
Here we go.
Leave this to me, boys.
All I wanted in this world was to prolapse in peace, and I couldn't get that.
Let's go. Here we go.
Where's,
Here we go.
say, where's Charmy at?
Let's go.
I'll take the
Here we
lead.
go. Let's go.
I'll take
Here
the
we go.
lead.
Let's go.
Is this... Oh yeah, when he's invisible, he can throw shurikens, because he's cool. Now, there's more than 10 hermit crabs, but this is what I'm talking about when I say that the challenge missions are kind of annoying, because the challenge mission for this one is to find all 20 hermit crabs, and that's no fun, because then it becomes a real pixel-on. What happens if you get to the end and you don't find them? There's a flower at the end of the level that brings you right back to the start, so you can try again. Dasha! Ah! Look, I hear him at the crib.
Here we go. Thank you. Here we go.
And I think there's only one mission that's going to force you to, one mission that's going to force you to do pretty much everything on the first thing, and I think the special mission for that one might be a time limit on top of that. And that is no bueno.
Let's go.
Kind of wanted to get up there, but fuck it. But fuck it. I didn't realize Vector was a cop lover. La la.
Here we go.
I always thought the way he said it was funny. Well,
Proceed with caution.
I say he, I don't know who this could possibly be. Who could this mystery person be?
Here we
Yeah,
go.
really not a big fan of, like, time attacks. Like how, like, one of the big things in Shadow of the Colossus is after you beat it, it's like, oh, now you can do time attack mode. And I'm like, can I? That sounds awful. Like, no thanks. I kind of want to take this game at a really nice and slow pace. I don't want to think about how fast I'm beating the Colossi, because I'm not too good at it. Hermit crabs are mandatory. In this one, yes. Team Chaotix is like a very mission-based structure. It's not just run to the end of the level. And that's really cool because it's something new at the very least.
Let's go. Let's go.
Okay, now we're super fast. I think this is what this one means. Whoa! Yeah, I'm just not a fan of timed anything in a video game. It's almost as bad as escort missions.
Here we go.
Well, I don't know, escort missions are really bad.
Why not try up there?
I was gonna say, like, what game has, like, fun escort missions, and honestly, I can't think of a single fun escort mission in a game.
Charmy, we'll leave the flying enemies to you. Use thundershoot.
Like, some people might say eco, but I don't know, the whole reason I never... Like, I bought the Shadow of the Colossus and Eco collection solely for Shadow of the Colossus, because I didn't want to play eco, knowing that it was an escort mission game. Okay, thank you, game.
Let's go.
Hey, Vector, I think we can move these ruins.
Damn, boy!
I'll take
Let's go. Here we go.
We're pretty powerful.
Here we go.
Now give me one more hermit crab, please.
Let's go, we go!
Looks like we can move these ruins. Vector, give it a try.
We did it. Yeah, I didn't care much for that escort mission either. Because I thought, Fatass was gonna follow me the whole time. And he didn't, so I got all the way up to the end, and I'm like, why can't I go any further? And I realized that he just sat there scared because I went a little too fast for him, so I had to climb all the way back down the mountain.
Not bad, don't you think?
I don't know, well, Birth by Sleep's at least easy enough to break. I think the only time I really had an issue with it was, like, really early on in Event Story. Or Vent Story, I don't like calling him Vent. And this one's kinda like a ring mission. Oh no, I remember this one. You have to get all the way to the end without being seen. It's an instant game over and back to the start if you're seen. So you have to go through the whole thing as just Espio and invisible. And then kinda like go nice and slow with like your shurikens. But so one like really early into Ven's mission, and I played that one on Proud, and the only issue was, it was my loadout wasn't too good because I just started out with Ven, so I was having kind of an issue keeping the bitch alive.
Here we go! Here we go!
This is Vector's specialty.
Or I could just skip over it.
Can you do something about that shield, Espio? I'll take the lead!
No, we're just gonna avoid it all.
Let's go!
So you can kind of imagine how awful this would be if you had to go through it totally invisible.
Here we go!
I'll take the lead! Two homing attacks against the wall. Espio is leading. Press the A button
Darn
to
it.
do the triangle jump.
I wanted to show off, because you know how we can like zip zap from wall to wall?
Here we go!
Like with Shadow and Sonic?
Here we go!
Espio is different in that he never has to let go of the wall.
Here we go!
Like, once you're on the wall with Espio, it lasts forever. Like, you're good.
We can travel far distances by moving around using the wall to glide.
There are treasures that can only be
I mean, it's kind of hard to say. I think, even though I played, Terra's on standard mode, I think I had the hardest time with it just because, you know, he's the most balanced character in a game that does not reward balance too well.
Here we go!
Let's go! Here we go!
And then Ven was fine. It was Aqua that was really fun. Though I have to say, I don't really think I was too fond of Aqua's final bosses. I didn't care much for them. As fun as it is to spam skills, man, using her Keyblade kind of sucked. Oh, there's the Chow right there. What am I doing?
Job. Mission complete.
I don't think I got Zenith. I didn't get that one skill, Ars. I'm not sure if it was Ars Arcanum. Or it might have been.
Not bad, don't you think?
Ars Solum or whatever? It's one that's like in the Peter Pan stage, but I never thought to actually go back. Yeah, Ars Solum. I don't know, I never went back to any stages to like loot treasure, so I never got Ars Solum because I didn't have it mutate.
You're the ones who are playing games.
I think the only skill I ever had mutate was like a shot lock for Ben.
Part of the job.
That's the evil genius, Dr. Eggman.
Doctor Who?
Yes. Let me show you who I read.
And I mean, after that, I was demolishing everything.
A self-proclaimed genius scientist.
What a psycho!
What a psycho!
You'll be sorry for getting in our way.
Alright, we can do it, Reddit.
Initiate usury attack.
Yeah, Stickman in general is just a really fun channel to watch. I think the most I actually have ever seen from Chain of Memories is Stickman's video. Because let me tell you, man, I just do not like Chain of Memories. That is not a fun video game. Like, I imagine the GBA version was probably better at what it was trying to do, but Rechain is just fucking... why? Okay, I was kind of hoping I could just pick that up and go forward. I feel like I need this more here than anywhere else. Oh, you're just not gonna stop? That's fair. Ah, I was right. Yeah, I feel like everyone that's I've heard mention enjoying any version of Chain of Memories, they're like, yeah, just play standard comm. Recom is crap. But I'm also probably never actually going to play Chain of Memories either, so I don't care. I feel like he should probably be landing. I had to attack, don't I? Yeah, gotcha. I did it! I destroyed it with the power of music!
Roger.
They're playing their song, Brad. They're really good. That's gotta be a D,
Death to the
right?
Evil one. Prepare to die, Eggman.
Well, Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Oh, this is the bitch. Alright, we have to kill literally every enemy in the area. I wonder how fast we can do this.
Now for the real test. All of you are about to enter Eggman's territory. Are you ready?
Not too late to change your mind.
Why do you think we're here?
I wish my emulator would stop lagging so hard here.
Let's go! Here's your next mission.
I think this is the one that just kind of hard locked me when I was younger too, because like I would always be missing like one enemy. And as an impatient 9-year-old, sometimes I just wasn't in the mood to go back and like look for it. I'd just go play something else or go watch TV or something.
Let's have an second run on this path. Let's roll up.
Because the camera also doesn't really work with you sometimes, and it's doesn't feel very good to move it.
Here it comes.
Here we go!
I'll take the lead. Here we go.
You have to check every little thing. But then again, at least it's not as bad as Shadow the Hedgehog in that regard, because from what I understand about Shadow, what in the goddamn hell? Shadow the Hedgehog having to slaughter the entire city is not an uncommon thing. I missed those enemies and can't go back, I'm willing to bet.
Here we go!
A suspicious machine.
I mean, it's not like a bad camera, it's fine, just moving it isn't very intuitive.
Well, I guess we got him right.
Which is fine, because the game very, very rarely ever asks you to move it.
I'll take the lead.
Well, not to fall. It's really dangerous here.
Nice.
Let's go.
Alright, now I'm invincible for some reason, so let's make it the most of it. Alright, so when you use the Team Blast here, it turns every enemy into coins. Or rings, rather. And that can be very useful because if there's enough enemies on screen, it'll raise your Team Blast meter so high that sometimes you can just immediately trigger another Team Blast. It's pretty cool.
Here we go.
Alright, we gotta be cool with this, friends.
Spirits unite. Whoa, not bad.
Guys, I did it, I was epic. Less epic because I missed some of those funny Mario coins. Of course, I sure wish the game would just function real quick. That'd be nice. I probably could have stood to maybe restart my computer or something. Or maybe I could just close the 800 tabs I have open. But I don't have any programs running besides this, so I'm not too sure. I just have to hope that doesn't come back as an issue when we're in actual platforming areas. Look, enemies that fall from the sky, sort of, when you get near them, so you kind of miss it. I don't know, this is probably my least favorite mission in the game.
Here we go. Okay. Let's go.
It's not particularly good.
Here we go.
Look, it's Balloonka!
Here we go.
Let's go.
Oh my god, it really... Kingdom Hearts really is the proper conversation topic here. We're spinning our prolapses everywhere.
Let's go.
Boy, it kinda sucks that we're only a little over halfway there, huh? Oh, yep, thank you, game. Very cool.
Behold, ninja power.
But yeah, you can just stay here as long as you want.
Okay, here we go.
But we have to go up, because somebody didn't want to die.
Here we go.
I'll take the
Let's
lead.
go.
Viewers, if it's convenient for someone else, just die, it's okay.
In formation, you can attack the bad guys with Leaf Swirl. Leaf Swirl makes Espio invisible, and he attacks the ground enemies.
No. No.
Here we go.
Bring me back.
I'll take the lead.
Let's go.
Can you do
Golly, and I definitely feel like I've missed something.
Here we go.
There's no way I haven't missed something, I can tell. Oh, Jesus, I didn't even ask him to do that. It was just like, oh, cool, murder time. One. Two. Fuck. That's not cool, game. That's also not cool, game.
I'll take the lead. Here we go.
Yeah, this is shit. This is a little worse than I remember, actually. And I remember it being not so cool.
That was a blast.
Let's go.
Look out, bad guys, wherever you are.
Here we go.
Well, there goes that A rank I really thought I was gonna get. Jesus. Yes, welcome to the Comic Fair stream. You can giggle, you can biggle, and occasionally you can wriggle.
Let's go. Here we go.
But do not wriggle too much or else you will become larger than me. And that can't happen. Ah, we too! I'm looking forward to that one. What a thrill. Well, Pringling is DLC. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but
I'll handle it.
Pringling is DLC's nuts. Thank God that counted.
Here we go!
Let's go. Here we go.
This game lets me get at my fantasy of killing turtles.
Grinding. Use the B button to accelerate and the control stick to balance.
Whoa, rings. I have to go real slow to make sure I don't miss an enemy, and that's really fun in itself. But then again, it feels like Sonic games have always been about just going really slow because there's just obstacles always right in your way. So I don't know, I don't think Sonic has ever been a good idea.
Here it comes!
And I know we're getting close to the end, so please let there be 6 enemies left.
Here we go.
Alright, I missed way more than I thought. Oh, because that's the end, and that means there's gonna be 4 enemies left. Oh no!
Let's go.
Alright, round 2 of going through this whole map again. It's now pixelanting.
There's tons of them!
Let's take them down one by one.
Hey, look how fun!
Like I said, this is probably the worst mission in the game. I'm hoping it's just right here, because I know I missed... Yeah, it was just these 4. Kind of weird they didn't let you go back and get it, but oh well.
Lackluster performance,
Yeah.
I'd say.
I actually have a story about that cinnamon soda. When I was younger, I've told this story I think multiple times before, but you might not have heard it. When I was younger, the elementary school I went to was very close to a middle school, and we shared a set of bleachers. And all the kids would hang out near the middle school bleachers because, like, wow, these are the edgy bleachers where cool kids must hang out, right? And oh yeah, the Dr. Uggs. I'll just guess everyone else hasn't heard it. Fucking, someone wrote drugs are cool. I thought it said Dr. Uggs are cool because there was a piece of dirt that I thought was a period. Hello, the meme lord. Yeah, and I'm like, who the fuck is Dr. Uggs?
Easier to play.
And, turns out I was Boo Boo the Fool.
Here we go.
Still one of my favorite stories. Because it's just the stupidest thing in the world.
Here we go.
Here we go!
I actually forgot I told that one in Yokai Watch 2. But I've actually forgotten a lot about Yokai Watch 2. I've been going back and like rewatching some of the stuff like we recorded around that time, and it used to be funny. Like I was rewatching Vietnamese Crystal and like crying, laughing.
Here we go!
Let's see what's up there.
Here we go!
Like that one was really funny.
Let's go. Let's take care of Eggman's robots first.
Yeah, I mean it's fine. We've got this giant Eggman's robot that we need to kill, but it's cool. We can just kill everything else first. I think this one you have to flip like an omelet.
Here we go.
There he goes.
Anytime you're ready.
Cool, one down.
I'll take the lead. Here we go. Here we go.
Also, the Jet Yen episode.
Here we go.
Jet Yen was a very good episode. At least a little bits of it that I rewatched. Actually, fuck this.
Let's go. Here we
I'm
go.
trademarking Dr. Uggs as like a Saturday morning cartoon special where it's like you teach kids not to do drugs and it's like, oh, hello there, I'm Dr. Uggs and I'm gonna try to sell your kids drugs. It's kind of like how like there's like the cool kid in town that's smoking cigarettes and his name is Nick O'Teen. It's like, look at Jabanian. Does Jabanian have a jet on his head? No? Guess what? Is there somewhere else I should be going from here? I feel like this wasn't right, but we're gonna take it.
Here we go.
I'll take the
More like Neon Genesis Evangelion, am I right, kids? Just kidding. I really like that anime.
Okay.
I think I might have actually yoinked Nick O'Teen from like Ozzy and Drex. Because that, I definitely remember being very excited for the smoking episode. Because it was like, I think it was like a body horror, I think? So if you really think about it, Osmosis Jones is just body horror.
Here we go. Here we go.
Let's go.
Damn, jelly french fries, you came in and annihilated them.
From around there.
Gabe's not gonna let me any further, huh? But I heard him say gold, so...
Here we go.
Man, speaking of macro micro, why was that such a fetish in like every kids cartoon? There's always like one episode where like
Here we go.
I'll take the lead.
where there's like, oh, we have to go inside this guy's body to save him. It's like, why?
Let's go.
Why do we have to do that?
I'll take the lead. Here we go.
Oh, I remember the can kicking. I can remember that.
Here it comes.
Right?
Let's go. Here we
Thank
go.
you.
I'll take the lead. Here we go. Here we go.
But it's like every cartoon eventually went with the trope of, we have to go inside his body now.
Here it comes.
I remember Teen Titans did it.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Planet Sheen, if you remember that.
Let's go.
Got it, I am futzing with the camera, it's not working.
Here we go.
This is probably gonna take longer than I thought, just because it's not
Here we go.
as good as I remember.
Here we go. Here we go.
I mean, my big thing about Planet Sheen is why? Like, why does it exist? Why did they just want to make Jimmy Neutron without Jimmy Neutron? Someone really have it out for Jimmy Neutron?
Let's go.
I'll take the lead.
This takes me all the way back to the beginning, I swear. Doesn't look like it's all the way to the beginning, but...
Let's go. Here we go.
This turtle could be gold, that'd be cute.
Looking good.
I remember like one episode of Teen Titans, they had to go inside like Robin or something with Gizmo's help. Maybe I'm misremembering that.
Here we go.
I'll take the lead.
There's so many turtles that aren't gold. That's what I'm saying, like, they had fake Carl, so it's like, they clearly knew that they couldn't just rely on Sheen. But then the issue is that really did just become Jimmy Neutron without Jimmy, and it's like, why? It's just an odd choice.
Here we go.
Because what was gained by Planet Sheen? Do you think the world would be different if Planet Sheen didn't exist? Like, do you think we would have gotten farther as a species? Sans Planet Sheen.
Here we go.
Let's go.
I don't know, I thought Jimmy was a pretty universally beloved character. At least I didn't know anyone who disliked Jimmy.
Here we go. Awesome. Here we go. Here we go.
Planet Sans. Where the hell are these gold turtles?
Let's go. Here we go.
Here we go. Here we go.
Convoluted and personal reasons to hate Jimmy Neutron, huh? I'm curious. Did I just... Alright, this one's gonna definitely... Oh, no. Now this one's definitely gonna bring me back to the beginning, right? Nope, that's a turtle. But why have such a big gap in between the two of the turtles when the first gap was really short? I definitely had to just miss something. They had to go into Starfire to fix his brain and Cyborg because he was sick. Alright, so that's 2 episodes where they went inside someone. Planet Sans is just Glitchtail. Oop, I clicked off of the thing.
Not bad, don't you think?
Somehow that was a C. I think we run into, Team Dark right here?
Man, who are those creeps over there?
What's up, Espio?
And you are...
Just what do you think you're doing here?
Who's this broad?
our client's adversary, perhaps.
You mean the bad guys?
You guys don't fool me. I know what you're after. Better stay out of my way.
I'm gonna see if I can speed run this. Because I saw an interesting thing and I want to see if I can pull it off.
I'll find Eggman's treasure first. I'll take it from here.
There's been a misunderstanding, but I doubt it they'll listen to us.
All right, then let's do
Alright, that did not work. It didn't work. It didn't work. My speedrun tactic has failed. I am in danger.
You villain won't get off the hook that easily.
Did he die and say that's a load off my back?
That's it. No more mercy.
It's pretty fucking,
Roger.
There she goes. Well, I've never heard him say that line before. That's
You won't
brand
get off so
new.
Easily next time.
Yeah, I swear they edited or recorded these ones, like, last. Because all the voice acting in these ones sounds so totally different. Oh, fuck. I forgot about this. Alright, guys, we have to play slots now.
go. I want to play.
Fancy plays.
Where there's light, there's shadow. Careful.
We already dealt with Shadow.
Here's your next mission. Disguise yourselves as children into the city. Goal is to collect 200 rings.
Disguise myself, huh?
Here we go.
Don't know, I think we might have failed that first part.
I'll take the lead.
Ah, we're doing pretty well. We got 28 already. Maybe we can get even more. First, I do like the music here. It's a nice, peaceful tune. Aw, 1 up. I wanted a quarter. Hey! Of course, I do wonder how speedrunners do this. I checked out a Team Chaotic speedrun that was 45 minutes long, I think. We need disguises. Perfect! But I didn't remember to actually read this one, or watch this part. Because, yeah, by the way, I think if you get hit, you have to start all over, as far as the ring total goes, so I should probably be a little careful.
Anytime you're ready.
It's like a team blast a bunch of enemies now if I really wanted to. What? No, it's cool, just clip through, it's whatever. Is Charmy dead? Charmy, why are you dead? I didn't know you could fall out of bounds here. How did Charmy pull that off? God, I fucking hate, oh. Thank you, game.
I'll take the lead.
It's like that one Fire Emblem. It's like, we need disguises. Perfect! Wonder if I can... No, it's Are you fucking kidding me? Let me out, let me out. No, there's gotta be a way I can get out of that. Oh. Yeah, are you fucking kidding me? They can just dick you over like that? Whoa, whoa, whoa. My total isn't going up. No, screw that.
Here's your next mission. Disguise yourselves as
That's so bullshit. Oh my god, I don't think I've ever had that happen to me.
Let's go. Here we go.
That's really bad. Oh my god.
I'll take the lead.
I'm gonna keep it real here. It's probably the saltiest I've been playing this game since I was but a young boy. Because that was some Kentucky Fried Horse shit.
Maybe best to try up there. Let's go.
What's that?
Enemies up ahead.
Leave this to me, boys.
Alright, we gotta try that again. They knew I was gonna cheat, so now we're gonna cheat back. Cheating got us in this predicament, but cheating can also get us out of it. Alright, Espio died again somehow.
You know what? The magic symbols on the slot machine determine how many rings you win. You can get up to 200 rings with one ball. But if you have 3 balls, you win much, much more. It's the best
That's
game
good life
ever.
advice, by the way.
Hey, let's play.
Alright, so Charmy is a gambling addiction. That had to be a good strategy. It was Sonic and Knuckles. It was Sonic 2 and Knuckles. Oh, come on, just let me in. Fuck off. I wonder if it's guaranteed the second. Nope, 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 not that one. Just let me in. Oh my god. My good golly gracious. I didn't remember it being this bad, honestly. I thought Team Chaotix was like one of the fun ones, but this is really bad.
Let's go.
And it feels like Charmy just landed something. No glitches. Everything you see is as God intended this game to be seen. Just the ball physics are like the absolute like worst. How does one Eggman cost me 200 coins, but two is like, oh, that's fine. Hey, not bad. Aw. Come on. Hey, 2 coins. Oh, we're so close. Just let this end. I'd play Sonic's Labyrinth over this right now. And somehow my friends keep dying when I'm not paying attention. Thank God. I've been thinking of Sonic 3D Blast. That was like, it seemed okay. Not like the best or worst in the world.
Not bad, don't you think?
And then I think like the secret mission for this is you have to get 600 rings. And it's like, just shoot me in the fucking head. Hey, now I can choose to do this special stage. Imagine making a friend, like, imagine choosing not only choosing to do a special stage, but dragging a friend in to do it with you. Like, I wouldn't invite you back in the house if that's what you wanted to do.
Enemies up ahead!
Leave this to me, boys.
I was gonna say, like, did you ever actually know anyone who, like, played Sonic Heroes multiplayer? But it was me. I did. It isn't particularly good. It's there.
Go, here we go.
But in the mid-2000s, when there's not a whole lot going on, you make it do.
Careful not to fall. It's really dangerous here.
Holy crap!
Here we go.
Oh no. Holy crap, did you guys see that?
Here we go.
I snatched victory from the jaws of death. God damn, dude.
Here we go.
No, Wii Sports wouldn't be a thing for another, like 4 years.
You mean potato chips?
Not those kind of chips, silly.
God damn it. I think this is another one where there's like 20 chips total, but then getting them is the issue, because I swear there's going to be one like at the bottom of this table. And then I think like you can approach it just a little too overzealously and get flung out of the arena, just because the hit detection gets a little futzy. Because as you can see, our friends are dead. Through no fault of our own.
Thank you. Thank you.
Charmy, how are you saying that? You're dead. Oh no, you're alive. My other two friends are dead.
Maybe best to try up there. Here we go.
Yeah, seriously, big no. Bingo, more like pick no.
Thank you. Here we go.
Let's go. Here we go.
I'll take the lead.
Let's go.
I say at least it doesn't get any worse from here, because I remember Team Dark Story is basically just if Sonic stages were just a little longer than they should be. And then a lot more of the helmeted armaments. Are we concerned with plot spoilers? Absolutely. This is a very deep game, and I don't want any of it being spoiled. It's gotta... Some people say it's the Xenogears of Sonic the Hedgehog, like as far as like how like deep the plot is. The Iliad of 3D platformers. What the fuck? Did it just kick me all the way out? I knew there was a chip there. And I think the lore is that like Charmy's mom died or something, and the other guys felt bad that they used their personas to kill his mom, so he just kind of sticks around out of guilt. I think that's why Charmy's here.
Okay.
Mister, there's a lot of them.
All right. Leave them to me.
Well, you've taken my rings, but I'll get them back.
Whoa, not bad.
Oh, there was a chip I missed. Okay, I just saw Espio yeet himself into the void.
Careful not to fall. It's really dangerous here.
God. God! I keep missing them.
Bingo! Got
Are you serious? Yikes, dude. Yeah, this one's a lot less fun than I remember. Yeah, I'm trying. Sure would be nice if the game let me. Don't fling me into the void, I swear.
anytime you're
I'll
ready.
take the lead.
Just let it end.
Activate a
Let
switch
this
to
one
open the
end.
door.
Thank you! Oh boy. I think we're getting to the point in the game where I was so stupid that I had to glitch the game out to advance any further.
Perfect! The work of professionals!
Is it? God damn it, I keep exiting the emulator. Like clicking outside of it. It's like when Sage just kept clicking outside of the Somnium files.
Dr. Eggman, you've made quite a mess here. I'll accept your apologies and payment with your life. Want some? Come and get it.
On guard.
Guard on!
Get them.
That's not how you spell on guard.
We'll hold nothing back since you're our client's enemy.
We're here to fight the bad guy!
You ready? Here we come!
Hard on. On hard. Yeah, it's Robo time, boys.
I'll take the lead!
Looking good.
Ah!
Smash them all.
Come on. More robots, please. Is that a red power-up falling into the ether?
Anytime you're ready.
Let's roll up!
Truly amazing. Here we go.
I'll take the lead! Here we go!
Come on. Just hit the dang thing. How hard can it be? Yeah, I wanna... Yeah, now feels like a good time to drop it. There's enough enemies where I might be able to... Yeah, let's see if that one just straight up gives us another team blast after this.
Not bad. Level up. Anytime you're ready.
Yeah, second team blast right away. So that one I guess was kind of cheating, because we did pick up a little something else. That just sounded like a balloon popped.
I'll take the lead! Thank you! Got it! Cool!
So it's really easy to get lives, because as you can see, we're just about primed to get yet another one. So you should never worry about dying, or getting a game over at least. Hey, Team Blast is ready. Plus, it's fun seeing how high you can get the ring count. I wonder if you can get 1,000 rings in this game, just on like one of like the longer stages.
You're finished!
That was too easy. This is
It's like a base boost. The base cannon, boom, boom, boom.
Don't get too excited, boys. Those were the easy ones.
Well, at least on the bright side, that means we should probably have enough to pay the rent. Unless the inflation's really bad in the Sonic world. What do you think the Sonic world's economy is like? Never actually purchasing anything.
Wow, there were a lot of them!
Like, do you think Sonic has to pay rent? Well, no, he runs everywhere. And these guys have to pay rent. Like, there are humans here. They're clearly paying for things.
This has gotta be
So, fuck, I don't know.
just the way we like it.
Cool!
We like it nice and tight.
Right. Let me take point.
I love that we passed by a tutorial thing we couldn't activate. pretty glorious in 60 frames.
Control stick left or right and press the A button to jump from rail to rail.
Thank you, game. Please don't do that again. I don't know why I even tried to risk that. What's the mission? I actually completely forgot. I probably should have been paying closer attention. I think you just have to get to the end. Don't die, don't die, don't die, don't die. Thank you. Maybe someone who's paying closer attention can tell me.
Quite a base.
They spared no expense here.
Of course, like, why did someone build just a set of rails this high above nothing?
Here we go. Level up.
Are those Eggman's
Like, what is the purpose of this base? What does it, like, fulfill? Like, for a human.
I'll take the lead.
Whoa, not
Here we
bad.
go. Here we go.
Let's go.
I'll take the lead.
Level up.
Here we go.
There's gotta be a switch to this somewhere. Here we go.
Must there be?
Let's find a switch for this. Here we
Well, there's Eggman. He's a human.
Let's go. Here we
He's
go.
Eggman.
Let's go.
Oh, fuck. I'm dead.
Here we go.
I'll take the lead.
One of these days, I'm gonna actually die. IRL from this. When it claims my heart.
Destroy the rail. They must be really desperate. Spirits unite.
Oh, fuck. This one's gonna kill me, isn't it? Oh, jeez. I'm gonna have a heart attack, I swear. Alright, this is it. I had no clue what to do. So I was like, well, shoot. I must have to fly over it. But it was just high enough where I wasn't sure, like, it's too high. And I managed to glitch over it, and I could never get it to happen again. But I could have just looked to the right, and there's a flower here. You can glitch over it, but it's not going to save you much in the way of time, so I don't know why you'd want to, unless you're a idiot 9-year-old like I was. I remember that one deeply, because that was another one that hard locked me for a while. I'm sure there's probably a glitch to eat right to the final boss.
I'll take the lead.
Would not be surprised.
Let's go. Here we go.
I'll take the lead.
Let's go.
Now the cool thing about Espio is that he can turn invisible. And for some reason that lets him go through wires.
Here we go.
I'll take the lead.
Or,
Let's go. Here we go.
rays of light. Tripwires.
Take the lead.
This isn't a Madonna album, it's not Ray of Light. If I'd have sexual relations with anyone, Rouge, like, in a fucking heartbeat. In a fucking heartbeat. The second she even barely implied that she was interested, I would just throw down anything.
Let's go.
So I feel like Sonic, like, would probably be an inattentive lover. Charmy is a child, so is Tails. Knuckles has too many penis heads. Shadow probably wouldn't be able to get it up because his antidepressant meds fuck with his libido. I don't know, maybe Vector probably also be down to clown. What? It flung me backwards.
Here we go.
I'll take the lead.
Omega, I don't, he'd like be like, kill, kill, and I'm like, am I doing good? And he's like, it's so good, I could kill, and I'm like, alright, I'm sure you could, buddy. I don't know, I'm sure I'm not the only one in general who would have sexual relations with Rouge in a heartbeat. Like, she's like the #1 source of porn for this, I'm willing to bet.
They must be really desperate. Here we go.
I'll take the
Let's go.
lead.
Here we go.
Cream is a child, Big can't consent. I know it. I know he does not have the mental capability to consent. I love that one because he sounds like such an old man.
Hang on.
Well, I already said, Sonic would be an inattentive lover, and Knuckles is too many penis heads for me.
Here we go.
Espio. I don't know, I kind of feel like Espio also would fall into the shadow category of, like, his antidepressants mess with his libido too much to be able to have sex with. Like, he doesn't want to have sex.
Here we go.
Cream's a child, so that's no good.
Let's go.
Well, someone said from this game, and Sally's not in this game. Brad, that's weird. Stop.
Here we go.
I'll take the lead.
Well, then I was gonna say, like, Vector would probably also just be in it for the money, but also so would Rouge, probably, so...
Here we go.
Yeah, probably only Vector and Rouge, but they'd make you pay for it, so... I lost my rings with that, too. Now I gotta be real careful. God fucking damn it! I'd probably fuck Omichao. Well, mostly I would face fuck Omichao so it couldn't, like, talk to me anymore.
Let's go.
Oh fuck, hi Yarn, how you doing?
Here we go.
I'll take the lead.
Mephiles, I don't know. You don't have sex with the devil. It's generally regarded as a bruh moment. It's just a bad idea in general.
Here we go.
Opinion on Blaze? Yeah, I don't really think much about Blaze. I guess also probably would be a decent option for lovemaking, but I don't know. She probably also has like PTSD from everything that like happened in the future, so.
Making me dizzy.
What a complicated setup. Let's go. Here we go.
I'll take the lead.
That case is being guarded by the robots. Take them out.
I took out the robots. No, I think they referred to Charmy as a he, like, early on, so... Oh, I have to take out that robot too, don't I?
Here we go.
No, to call definitely would be, like, too affected by PTSD to do anything. Like, it would just be generally regarded as a bruh moment. To even, like, say, like, hey, you know, maybe after all this is over, we could, you know, hop on down to the Radio Shack and pick up some, you know, some materials, you know?
Let's go. Here we go.
I'll take the lead.
So anyway, those are my opinions on being able to make love with the characters from Sonic. What about Cream's mom, Vanilla? Moms are generally good. Fair game, at the very least. Fuck, how am I supposed to do this now? Oh!
I'll take the lead. Here we go.
Let's go. Here we go.
I don't know why it kind of like puts me into like a first person mode. God, finally.
Here we go.
Alright, are we good? Can we just move past this now? Oh, into the void with you. Now I know Genie from Sonic and the Secret Rings. I don't know much about her, I just know that she exists. So I'm gonna put that down as probably an issue. Ah yes, the terminal in the midst of the sky.
Roger.
Finally. Metal Sonic, I don't know. Radio Shack, every Radio Shack has been closed down, right? Are they like Circuit City where there's like no more Radio Shacks? Because I know all the Radio Shacks around here are gone. Destroy 30 capsules, yay! No, the Bio-Lizard does nothing. The Bio-Lizard doesn't have the ability to consent.
Here we go.
I'll take the lead.
This must be the secret weapon capsule.
We found the capsule.
Let's get to work, boys. Run!
Like, the Bio-Lizard's probably still, like, mentally like a child. So, no Bio-Lizard. I don't know, I feel like it's got a charm to it, Yarn. It's, like, very, like a pre-rendered background. It's like a PS1 game, almost. In that we took stock pictures of backgrounds and put them over our level. Because the GameCube can only handle so much.
Let's go. Here we go. Run!
Or I don't know, I'm just more forgiving. Sonic's mom from Sonic Underground. That one I don't know.
There's gotta be
I thought I dreamed Sonic Underground at first.
Here we go.
Because, like, I never heard anyone talking about it. And then I remember seeing, like, I was like, oh, well, these ones look cool. They're edgy. But then I never saw anything about it again for, like, years. So I thought I dreamed it.
I'll take the lead.
Let's go. Here we go.
I'll take the lead.
Let's go, Theo. You think you can...
So I don't know. Generally, I don't think Sonic has, like, very attractive designs.
Let's go.
Rouge is mostly attractive because she's very humanoid. Like, those are very pronounced humanoid genitals.
Here we go.
I'll take the lead.
But, like, the other ones are too, like, animalistic and not, like, in a fetishized way. Like, you could argue, like, Incineroar is, like, probably a little, like, fetishized.
Here we go.
Like, he's big and buff.
Get ready.
So, like, then I can see why people are attracted to Incineroar, but it's, like, most Sonic characters, like, I look at Blaze and I've never once, like, looked at, like, Blaze or Silver and had my first thought be lust.
I'll take the lead.
So that's what I'm saying, mostly. Generally, I'm not attracted to Sonic designs. Except for the ones that are clearly meant for you to be attracted to, like Rouge.
Proceed with caution and be careful not to fall.
Just like how Rouge's her default board in Sonic Riders is called Temptation, and every time you click her, she's like, or select her, she's like, better behave yourselves, in like a seductive, lusty voice almost. It's like, oh, I see what you're getting at here, guys. You're trying to make furries of all of us. But, like, I get it. She's supposed to be like a femme fatale. But to me, it's just like, is there anyone who's like legitimately sexually attracted to Crash Bandicoot? Because I don't think anyone is legitimately attracted to Crash Bandicoot, Jesus.
Hey, it's moving!
I wonder where this cannon is going to take us.
We'll find out shortly.
Like Tana, probably, but holy crap, emulator, are you okay? Yeah, I don't even think Coco is I don't think Coco can be like construed as attractive beyond just being a girl. I know that might be enough for some people, but like,
That was awesome! Can we do it again?
I don't know, like, Coco does not feel like a design meant to evoke attractiveness.
Here we go.
Hey, why not try up there?
But all this is, I guess, is IMO. I think, well, like, anything is someone's fetish. So it stands to reason that with a game as popular as Crash Bandicoot, someone has had to have been attracted like one of the designs that I don't quite get. Nope. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna fucking die. Like, do you think anyone like out there? Oh, fuck, that's gonna put me really far back.
This is perfect for
Oh.
Buster.
Fortunately, that wasn't all that far back at all. I thought it was going to be before the cannons. So do you think anyone out there is like legitimately like was ever sexually attracted to Neo Cortex? Because that one I don't think I could handle.
We're fine.
But then it's also like the same vein of like, I also, this is not a it's a conversation topic I feel like we have like way too much. I'm sorry. I'll drop it.
Oh, take the lead!
Let's go. Here we go. Let's go.
Ah, I don't want Weed 2 to be delayed. Oh, fuck this.
That must be the train's engine core.
Let me try taking it out.
What if Jimmy was called,
Each time the bobsled takes
I'm
on
gonna say
damage,
Wheat
one
Thinny,
character
that's
is
not
thrown
funny.
off the bobsled. The speed decreases if I'm thrown off, and if Charlie falls off, the bobsled won't be able to jump.
Hold on and brace yourselves.
Good job. Mission complete.
Thank God that worked, because I'm pretty sure I was about to go hit another laser. And I wouldn't want that at all. We can talk about our pulls in Fire Emblem Heroes. I got
Fooling around!
Mia, the Halloween version, after dumping, I guess not all that many orbs. It was probably like 60 orbs. Which is kind of scary to think that that's like $30 worth of pulls, I think. Like $25 worth of pulls if you actually paid. That doesn't feel like anywhere near enough pulls for the amount of money.
That must be...
What do we do now?
And secret weapons must be aboard that ship. Destroy it before it reaches the canyon.
Piece of cake.
Like, I don't even know the meta. I just like choose someone that like I think looks nice, and
Looks pretty tough.
my perspective on designs is small girls and women need big hats. That's my design philosophy. If you are small, you need a big hat. And witches are very easy to fulfill that, because they get big hats. I mean, I guess Thor, just because, I don't know, especially after Infinity War, we don't really get to see much more of what Loki can... I guess I deserve that.
Ready all cannons! Open fire!
This is the last thing Espio said before his skull splattered on the ground.
Ready?
I can't wait!
Like, it's not even like a sexual thing necessarily. I just like the juxtaposition of small character with big hat. I think it's cute.
Let's go.
But Mia could catch it, I suppose. But that mostly just comes from how useful the unit she is in my run of Path of Radiance. It's like, you're my friend forever. I would absolutely pass a law that said if you're small, you have to wear a big hat. I think the world would be a happier place if everyone had more big... If big hats were, like, more, like, a thing, you know?
Let's go.
I think if more people wore big hats, the world would be a happier place.
Ready anytime.
My ring's back. Like, that one Toho. I don't know anyone's Toho's names. I don't know what Toho is. It's a railgun game. But, there's a character who is small and has a witch hat, and that's Kino.
Target destroyed.
I do love that that pans out.
We'll get him!
Nailed it!
You'll pay for this!
Yeah, I need to have more big hats in my original designs for Project 3. I do have a pirate in the works. But I'm not sure if I'm going to include the pirate.
Target destroyed.
Big hat, though. Pirate hats also work. Witch hats are probably my favorite, but pirate hats are also nice.
Good job, boys. Guess that Eggman was a fake after all.
Of course it was. Listen carefully. There's a jungle just to the north of here. Go there immediately.
Got it.
You know what? Our client sure seems to know a lot about this Dr. Eggman guy.
Definitely an agent. A relative, perhaps.
Strangely enough, I had the same weird feeling about our client's real identity. It could be you.
Uh-oh.
too.
I don't know who or what Patty Fleur is, but I'm a hero in a witch hat, and I'm liking it. Just caught a Yamask in Pokemon Go. Is it any good?
There are huge frogs in this jungle.
It sucks.
Once they start to croak, it'll start to rain and you'll be spotted easily.
Nidoran female. And this, I did not get a third shiny Murkrow. Patty, no, I didn't know Patty. No, Patty does nothing for me. Like as a design, I think it's her hair.
Wow, my head's spinning. Hey, there's a frog over there.
Yeah, I just want shiny Yamask solely because I want Pastel Cofagrigus. Oh yeah, we're not supposed to let them see us. I wasn't paying attention. As you could tell, because I was talking about the Yamask I was catching in Pokemon Go.
Yahoo! Awesome!
Hey, there's a frog over there. That must be the frog our client was referring to. Be careful, boys.
Where are we dropping, boys?
Are you sure this is the right way, Vector?
Of course it is. Just follow my lead.
A lot of people in my group have been getting Lillipups, weirdly enough. Oh, peace out, Russ. Hope you enjoyed.
Here we go.
A lot of Lillipups recently.
Let's go.
Which I guess the one I would want the most would actually probably be Patrat, just because as much as I don't think much of Patrat,
Here we go.
but the shiny looks
Let's
nice.
go.
Well, like I said, between the first shiny I... Did they not see me? The only shiny I found wild for a long time was the Hypno on 3 Island in Fire Red and Leaf Green. And I just thought the Hypno would always be shiny because it was a plot thing. I'm like, this must be like the red Gyarados. So I didn't have any Pokeballs. I'm like, well, that's fine. I'll just get it the next time I play through the game. But it turns out that was not the case. And I missed out on that shiny, and I didn't find another one until...
Here we go!
I didn't find another one until Pokemon Sun, where I ran into a Golbat while looking for Boulders. A shiny Golbat while just looking for standard Boulders to finish up my decks.
Maybe this flower can fly if we do something. Think
So that's why I was so happy when I finally got a shiny Drowsy in Pokemon Go. I was like, 14 years, baby. I've gotten my revenge. I want Vector to make that noise when he sees my cock for the first time. So yeah, I went back to it and I said I wouldn't. I mean, I guess it's just a mission for the area. It's like, hey, you have stealth as a thing you can do. We're gonna force you to use stealth.
Here we go.
I'll take the
Let's go.
lead!
We go. Let's go. Here we go.
I'll take the lead! Here we go!
Let's go.
Isn't that the same flower?
Espio, make it fly, fly, fly! Fly, little flower!
Are you? Oh my god! Jesus!
Here we go.
I'll take the lead!
Just got sniped, man. Just got JFK'd.
Here we go!
Oh my god, that was really bad.
Hey, we're flying!
Espio's handy. Thanks, Espio.
Can we go now?
Well, fortunately, the full archive will go up after this, as it always does. So you can always just go back and look at how absolutely stupid that was.
Dangerous here.
Criminy Chismis, dude, that was the worst. Alright, let's not have that happen again if we can avoid that, please. That said, leave this to me, Espio.
I'll take the lead! Here we go!
Isn't that the same flower?
Espio, make it fly, fly, fly! Fly, little flower!
I've never had that happen before, by the way. That one's totally brand new to me.
Can we go now?
Here we go.
I'll take the lead!
Alright.
What's that?
Enemies up ahead!
No, I don't believe I will.
God, I forgot to pay the electric bill for the office.
Roger.
Sounded like a Jewish mom there.
Well, darn, sweetie, I forgot to pay the electric bill for the office.
Not bad. No complaints.
Yeah, honestly, I'll take it. Can we go now is how I feel in all of these missions. I remember really liking Team Chaotix because it was different, but never mind. This is probably the worst set of missions in the game.
Here's your next mission. There are Chinese jungle. You must protect them from England. And protect Ten Chow.
Okay.
Run! 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 Run!
I'll level up! I'm like, yeah, you will. There's probably a Chow up there, and you have to be really careful to avoid that if you want to do the secret mission.
With protected style. Either we time our attacks or try long-range tactics using items.
Here we go! Here we go!
At least fortunately 2 of them are pretty close to each other, but they're so small that I might have missed a couple already. I would not be surprised. At least we don't have to worry about these damn keys anymore.
Here we go! Ew.
Hey, there's a frog over there.
We let this guy see us now? Thank you, God.
Boing.
Here we go.
What was I playing recently?
Take the lead!
I have to pay attention to how he says frog now because I'm curious.
Careful not to fall. It's really dangerous here. Let's go. Here we go.
I gotta tell you, I didn't care much for Sonic Mania. I got it specifically because I was like, oh man, this will be the one that finally convinces me why people like classic Sonic so much. And then I'm playing it and I'm like, oh, this is absolutely a classic Sonic game. And I got 20 minutes into it, got incredibly frustrated with it, and then put it down and never played it again, so that was it. Sonic Mania is probably the biggest waste of $20 I've made
Leave this to me, boys.
in the last, decade. Well, no, not maybe. I tried out Pho, and that one was also fucking atrocious.
Here we go.
I thought it would be really tasty, and I took 4 bites, and I was like, I can't eat this anymore. And so I asked for a to-go bowl. Jesus. I asked for a to-go bowl just so I don't I'm like, oh, I'm getting kind of full. Can I just get a to-go bowl so I don't look like an asshole for leaving this much food behind? But I absolutely left so much of that food behind, and I was driving home. I think I just threw it out of the trash can right outside the place, and then I was driving home. And I had a friend with me too, and they're like, "Yo, Adam, are you good?" And they don't have their license. So I'm like, "Yeah, I can drive." And I'm trying my hardest the entire way home. I'm actually nauseous. I'm really close to throwing up. To a point where I have to stop at a convenience store and get some bland salted nuts to settle my stomach, because if I had to keep that as just that, I probably would have thrown up on the way home. And I don't know why. Because I'm usually really good about food. There's precious little food I don't like. But just for some reason, that one was not doing my belly any good. And it wasn't that it was rotten or anything. I didn't get enough of it down in me to know if it was bad, you know? It just, I straight up did not like the taste at all. Ah, a chow.
Got it.
Job. Mission complete.
I also had that feeling recently with anchovies I found. Because we found a pizza place around here that's really good homemade pizza. And we're like, oh, fuck yeah, wood-fired.
Perfect. the work of professionals.
and they have anchovies. I'm like, oh my god, I can finally try anchovy pizza. Because I always saw it in the memes like, oh, it's gross, but like the same kind of memes that like pineapple and pizza are in. I'm like, alright, people who don't like pineapple on pizza are just being pussy babies, so like it's clearly the same thing with anchovies.
If it's about a date, it'll have to wait.
Jade, you think this is a joke, you little brat?
Now hand over that chow.
Who voiced Vector in this
I
one?
bet you you're the ones who took chocolate chow.
What?
It's not nice to tease my friends.
Yeah, time to rock and roll.
That is definitely a different voice actor. And I've always thought that. That struck me as so weird. And I had a friend who played the game was like, yeah, that one sounds weird. But I get the anchovies on half the pizza. And I'm really glad I only got it on half because I tried one bite and I was like, oh fuck, this is really bad. And like, I'm not talking about like just like bad, but I mean like bad. How would you feel like if you were just like sitting there with like a gun, like it was like a war zone, and all you hear is just my turn? Anyway, like you're just in a dark alley, and all you hear is my turn from Big, and like you can feel someone like right behind you. I get the anchovies, and it smells awful. First of all, just like the whole pizza smells like shit. I'm like, oh no, I made the wrong choice, didn't I? I take one bite. And it's so like greasy and salty and fishy. I'm like, oh no. And I get about half a slice down, and I really hate wasting food. Like,
Huge
I
misunderstanding.
really hate wasting food.
Yeah, sure made fools
And I had to throw out
of
half that
ourselves.
pizza because I could not, for the love of me, stomach that.
What? You were the first one to jump at the chance.
No time for arguing.
I want to believe that was motion caps.
It's very mysterious around here. Here's your next mission.
Like, God bless you, because I could not get that down. Like, I ended up throwing away half that pizza.
Find 10
And their pineapple pizza straight up wasn't very good either. Like, it felt like it was like too pineapple juicy. So, you know, it's a soggy pizza, and it's like, that's not how you're supposed to make pineapple pizza, guys.
Hey, why not go down there?
It's like, alright, well, none of that was good. So I went back really soon after and got a pepperoni, and it was a really good pepperoni pizza, at least.
The world turned upside down.
I mean, that's valid.
I'll take the lead.
I love pineapple, personally. I'm more like it as an ingredient in things. I very rarely just eat straight up pineapple. I will, but it's not my preferred fruit of choice, I guess.
Here we go. Thank you.
But like pineapple upside down cake, pineapple pizza, all that's tits.
Shall we trust the torches and follow the imaginary path?
I mean, if you have a good pineapple pizza, you'll change your tune. It's good.
Here we go. Here we
Mike,
go.
stuck? Jesus.
There it is again.
I don't think I've drank straight up pineapple juice. I found the grocery store around me selling cherry juice. Like just straight up like a juiced cherry material. I was like, I'd always wondered if someone would do that. Pineapple upside down. Yarn, shut the fuck up. just gonna come right out and say it. Shut up. Uh-oh.
Here we go.
I'll take the lead.
Pineapple upside down cake is the tits. My grandma makes a really good one.
Thank you.
Cherry juice is very bitter. I would not expect that. I will die mad. I will die as steamed as a red tomato. I feel like there's gonna be a key like in the middle. Why don't you just meet me? And maybe you've just gotten bad pineapple upside down cakes. Oh, you're the one making them. Well, now I just sound like an asshole.
Here we go.
That is a good Shroomish impression.
I'll take the lead. Here we go.
Can I land on this damn grind rail for once in my life? Anyway, my grandma makes a killer pineapple upside down cake. So, hell yeah. You all should try it at some point.
Here we go.
Come over to my family on Christmas time and have some pineapple upside down cake.
Careful not to fall.
Here we go.
Or am I don't know. I'll have a Comic Fire fan server meetup where I make you all pineapple upside down cake.
This sure feels weird.
Oh boy.
What's with this place?
Thank you.
I usually just fly over that.
Let's go. Here we go.
I don't remember the last time I've eaten food IRL.
Take the lead.
I just make food in Second Life and have my boy toys feed it to me.
What's that?
Enemies up ahead.
Leave this to me, boys.
Here we go.
Let's go. Here we go.
I'll take the lead.
If I revealed to you guys that I had like a secret Second Life harem, would you believe me?
Look, there it is again.
The world is turned upside down.
Like just a legion of sluts in... I'm just kidding, they're wonderful people. Just a legion of people fiending for a peenin for my Second Life avatar.
Let's go.
What's going on?
It's reversing the reverse.
That means we're back to normal again.
Yay!
Let's go.
Be careful here.
Here we go.
All I know about Second Life is like Oni plays and my mom's, or my friend's mom, I think.
Take the lead.
I remember like there was some drama with her because like she was like spending way too much time in it, like spending like a lot of money in it or something. And he was like really upset in one of his classes, in one of our classes.
What? Where?
Wait, did this just totally restart? Wait, I'm back to the start. Wait, what did I miss? Where could it be?
Here we go. Rah, rah.
I'll take the lead.
Let's go. Yep. Yep. Yep.
It feels like there's something like under there, right?
Can't hunt in a strange place like this.
Here we go.
Hello? Oh, damn it. Why can't these keys count?
Rah, rah.
I don't know. It feels like the humor of Second Life is just like how like much can you tolerate cringe as a humor form,
Why not go down
and
there?
why not do it down there? And the answer is I have no tolerance for cringe.
What?
Oh no.
The world is turned upside down.
So you know it does nothing for me.
I'll take the lead. Here we go. Here we go.
I thought you said you were trying to get stabbed in DX2, and I'm like, more power to you, man. Wouldn't recommend it, but it makes you happy.
Here we go.
Should we trust the torches and follow the imaginary path?
I guess VR chat would also be kind of a fun option, but from what I understand, that's just Second Life in VR. Well, I'm talking about like legitimate like cringes and art, like Napoleon Dynamite. Like, I'm not talking about like someone like doing a Fortnite dab.
The door's
Like, that one, more power to you. I'm talking about, like, the one where, like, the whole, like, humor is that, like, a character is in an uncomfortable situation and that's what you have to laugh at. That I have no tolerance for. I can't stand it.
Here we go.
I don't think it's funny at all.
Here we go.
Yeah, I am very, very lost. Also, it looks like... okay, I thought the game broke. Yeah, it's true. All Pisces want to do is 69. That's inappropriate, I'm sorry. Yeah, like, secondhand embarrassment being, like, the joke. Like, I don't care for that at all. Because I don't want to feel uncomfortable, I just want to laugh, you know?
What are you doing? Be quiet.
It's not Pisces, is it? I don't know the Zodiacs.
Level up.
I know Aries.
Here we go.
That's it.
Take the lead.
I only know mine. And actually, I don't know what it looks like. Wait, so that is Pisces. Okay. Adam Sandler. Well, I don't like Adam Sandler movies either.
Here we go.
I can't stand Adam Sandler and I can't stand Will Ferrell. Like, both of them just make me...
Here we go.
I fucking hate them.
Here we go.
Will Ferrell just makes me actually, like, angry, and I just don't think Adam Sandler's funny at all.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Well, I thought the Pisces would be like the 69 one, because it looks like two fish, I don't know, just giving each other some kisses, you know?
I'll take the lead.
I don't know, Homestuck, I'll just take your word for it.
Mission complete.
Though I will say, I did enjoy Talladega Nights, Will Ferrell's Talladega Nights, but it also might just be because we were just watching it like the week before Christmas in class, and it was like, well, at least we're not doing work. But other than that, no, Will Ferrell makes me... I fucking hate Will Ferrell, I'll just come out and say it.
Here's your next mission. You won't be too scared.
I don't think he's funny.
As long as the red torches are burning, extinguish all of the red torches.
And then I think the secret mission for this one is you have to blow out the blue torches instead. Well, that isn't much better.
Something.
I see where you are.
What are you singing about?
I'll take. Here we go.
I forgot you can't get too close to them.
Here we go. Thank
Let's
you.
go.
What's that?
I don't know. I'm trying to think of like other movies I really don't like. Like actors. I come to think about it, there aren't too many like Will Smith movies I enjoy either. I heard Pursuit of Happiness was really good, but I don't know. I liked Hancock when I was younger, but I probably wouldn't like it now. Elf. No, Elf is exactly one of those things I'm talking about.
Here we go.
Of, I just don't think this screaming man-child is funny. Did he just talk and say metal?
Here we go. Looking good. Let's go.
But it's like everyone I know, it's like, oh, you have to watch Elf in the winter. And I'm like, what if I did things I actually enjoyed?
Anytime you.
And then modern movies. I don't know.
Let's go.
Like, I'm a film major, but I don't like movies. Like, I got into this medium because of video game cutscenes and cartoons.
Here we go.
I'll take the lead. Here we
I don't have the attention span for movies, and I don't think a lot of them are all that interesting.
Here we go. Pew.
So I did watch, we talked about this in the Symphony of the Night stream. We watched Kill Bill, and I liked that one.
Get that robot with the cloak casts a spell.
But it was like interesting because like I get into college like in this film major, and a lot of people are in the same boat as me of they weren't into this as like film people, but there were a lot of like film people, like the big buffs that are like, yeah, I've been directing my own shit since like this and this, and like getting like really like snobby hipster about it. Like, that's valid. Like, you definitely know way more than me about it, but the issue is a lot of their movies are like pretentious. Like, I hate to say that because it doesn't mean anything, but this one guy, and he was well known, everyone knew him there. His movies were fucking boring because they were all like really like jammed up their own ass. And it was not interesting. And a lot of people agreed. Like,
Getting anywhere. We must find that switch.
it wasn't just me being a salty Sanders about him having good ideas. They were fine. They were just like, almost kind of like Lars von Trier-ish of like movies that
Let's go.
people watch, but I have no clue why they watch it. Because if I just wanted to like watch a movie of depressed people being depressed, I'd look in a mirror, you know?
Here we go. Let's go.
I think there are, like, it's a valid thing to do because we should be talking about it, but it's not like offering a solution, it's just jerking off sadness. And I don't feel like that solves anything. I don't think that's interesting to watch, especially when every film director does it.
Dangerous here.
Like, do something with that concept, don't just jerk it off, you know?
Here we go.
But who knows, that might just be me and, my silly opinions. Because clearly there's gotta be a reason they're that popular, right? Like, maybe I just don't know. Like, we had a class, and like, one of the professors was like,
Here we go.
alright, here's some examples, and he shows like some artsy European things. I'm like, okay, I get it, but like,
Switch is triggered.
you know,
It's alive. And it's coming this way.
Here we go.
just kind of fucking sick of it. I got the taste of it. Like, this is very well shot, I suppose, but
Let's go.
it just seems like style over substance. So that's my movie opinion. If it's correct or not, I don't know, but I know what I'm interested in watching, and Lord knows it wasn't any of the examples we watched in film school.
Here we go.
I'll take the lead.
But at least have that substance be, or style be entertaining, you know? Like, I enjoy a good Marvel flick because it's popcorn. It's just something to, like, keep me distracted for a couple hours. What did I say? It too sucked. I'm just gonna come out and say it. That movie fucking sucked. It was really boring.
Here we go.
You know what it almost felt like? It felt like it was trying to be a horror endgame.
It's a giant spider web.
I feel like there's more I was forgetting in here. I got it.
I'll take the lead.
Persona 5 hit right for me, because the style was, but it felt like it had substance to me as well. Like, it was incredibly stylish, and had a lot of good QOL in it. The story was ass, but I don't know, I was entertained enough by the gameplay that enough by the gameplay and the style of it that I didn't particularly care about how the story was.
Let's go.
Here we go.
I'll take the lead.
Like, I have no intention of getting R, though. It's not that I don't want more Persona 5, it's that
Here we go.
the Atlas remake girl trope makes me, like, legitimately angry. That this company just can't leave well enough alone.
Let's go.
Here we go.
I'll take the lead. Here we
But I don't know, I don't think I like the current gaming landscape in general.
Here we go.
I mean, hell, Sword and Shield is what finally pushed me to go on antidepressants.
That might happen, right?
You know it's that bad, right? And that's what's finally got me to pull the trigger on it. And finally get around to talking to a doctor.
Go down there.
I'll take the lead.
I sense something.
I see where you are.
What do you
God, I really hope we're almost done with these torches. I don't think there's 6 torches down here, though. Oh, I don't want to have to keep searching for more.
Here we go.
I'll take the lead. Here we go. What is this place?
Oh, thank the Lord in heaven. We did it, pals.
Good job. Mission
Nailed it. Trying to think if there's any companies that... Well, no, I don't ride or die for any companies anymore, but... I think Square... I was gonna say Square's kind of pulling back a little, but no, they're not.
Not
The Dragon Quest side is. They're kicking ass. And at least 7R looks good. Excuse me.
there. You are, you mustache moron. He's the one, right?
mustache moron. I'm the world's greatest. Take him out. Quickly.
I wonder who our client could be.
You extra. Get them.
No, we have 2 more stages after this until Egg Emperor.
There was something strange about the climb.
Don't worry about it.
We've got to take care of this guy first. Ready?
I'll take the lead. We did it.
Yeah, I don't think there's a single company I'd really ride or die for anymore. I mean, hell, there was a point where I, like, was so legitimately sure that I wanted to work for Atlas that I was like, do it, like, a lot of the,
Case.
when I was in mass communication, like, we would, like, talk about, like, oh, like, give like, an interview pitch to the company you think you want to work for. I was like, cool, Atlas, here's, like, why I should be part of your marketing department.
Behold ninja power.
And now it's just like, get away from me. They could use someone on their marketing department, Jesus, but not me. Yeah, Capcom's been doing really well for themselves recently. I'm not gonna say ever since Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate, but They won me back a little with 4 ultimate at the very least.
Ready anytime.
And then actually bringing over Generations ultimate. Pokemon needs a new everything department. Or Nintendo needs to let well enough alone and give them an extra year or 2 to work on their game. Atlas hasn't made a good game since Apocalypse. Well, Persona 5-ish, I guess.
Spirits unite.
Oop. I was kind of hoping that would be a little closer. I might end up missing a couple of these. Now I feel like I got it.
Behold, ninja power. Here we go.
Why ride or die for companies when you can ride or die for Rose Gold Heart?
I'll take the lead. That was a
Well, actually, no, I'll take it back. If Toby Fox asked me to kill someone, I probably would.
Smash them all!
here I come.
Let's go.
Yeah, Comic's gonna make his own company of making Pokemon ROM hacks.
I'll take the lead. Here we go.
Ah,
Thank you.
I'm gonna make Modern Warfare ROM hacks. Wonder how heavy the modding scene was for Modern Warfare.
Them all!
This feels like something should be loading and it's not.
Smash them all!
Now they're just over there. Oh, this is the one.
Here we go!
Ah, this one drags.
Smash them all!
Okay, land a Team Blast from over here.
Smash them all!
It's not gonna let me. Let's see if we can. I know it has a range. I just don't know if it can hit from here. Yeah, no, it can't hit from here.
Smash them all!
I mean, that's how I've been handling Pokemon games since Ultra Sun and Moon. I didn't buy Ultra Sun and Moon. I didn't buy Let's Go Pikachu or Eevee. I just went where they saw how they ended up, and I was correct about all of them, that they were games I wouldn't enjoy. Like, I told my pal, I'm telling you, man, I don't think you're gonna like Ultra Sun and Moon. He's like, Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. He's like, no, it's gonna be great. And he buys it, and he comes to me like a month later, and he's like, yeah, this was really boring. Now, the party EXP thing is one of the few things in the game I agree with. Like, I'm glad more RPGs are doing that. Just turning off the EXP share in general, and
Them all!
fuck me! I'm gonna kill myself.
I'll take the lead. Here we go.
I think that worked, because he laughed.
Awesome. Here we go.
Well, I mean, the way I see it with the experience thing is, it's the option of not having scorpions placed in your urethra, or having scorpions placed in your urethra, and I'm like, I don't get why you choose to have scorpions in your urethra, you know?
Here we go! Here we go!
Them all.
If Pokemon totally did the EXP share like this from the start, no one would care.
Here we go!
Smash them all.
Time to give up.
You're finished!
That was too easy. This is only the beginning.
Balloonga! Alright, can we finish this up now, please? I'm done. I'm disappointed. I don't know. I've discussed Sword and Shield many a time, and it's going to be the gates to infinity of mainline, and I don't know why people aren't seeing that.
Don't get too excited, boys.
Aha,
This was
finally.
an easy one.
Yeah!
We just get to see that red sphere of power next to him the entire time.
Keep bringing them on! We'll take them all out!
I don't think people would care as much about the graphics if Game Freak wasn't making as big of a stink about, like, oh, we're cutting Pokemon to have new, better animations. And the animations are pretty similar. Like, there's no reflection on the water. It looks like if you scaled this down slightly, it could just be a 3DS game. So it just feels like they're being disingenuous and starting to try to coast more on
We finished the job. That's the
brand recognition than actually just trying to release a quality product. So it's like, I don't know.
Pac-Man must be really rich.
I probably wouldn't even pay 40 for Sword and Shield, and I'm definitely not paying 60.
Here we go!
I mean, straight up, the games are not going to be worth $60. I can say to you with 100% certainty that there is not $60 worth of work put into these games.
Here we go.
I'll take the lead!
Let's go.
So, I don't know. I try not to talk about Sword and Shield so much now, because it's like,
Here we go.
I've said enough, I think. I think people just kind of get, like, the discourse with Sword and Shield
Flying this way!
is kind of dragging a lot of people down.
Supposed to be used to fly, aren't ya?
Oh. That almost pushed me back into the death. Well, seriously, fuck the Gen 1 pandering. I've been sick of that since X and Y. Well, into the abyss with me.
Here we go.
I'll take the lead!
Yeah, I'm done. The only people I'm gonna bash are the devs. Or not the devs, the managers who are like, yeah, this is fine.
Here we go.
I'll take the lead! Here we go!
But I don't know. I haven't played since Ultra Sun and Moon, so it's whatever.
Oh, it was entirely the backlash to Gen 5. And of course, I remember this one, like, song. It was like, it was some shitty, like, YouTube song. It was like, called, like, Pokemon What Happened to You? And this was, like, right when, like, 4th and 5th gen were, like, big. So it's like, you're in the peak of the series, and it's like, ah, nostalgia pandering. And then it's like, you know, these complaints might have been valid in the 7th and 8th gen days, and here it was just like, fuck you.
Let's go.
Shut up. I think people have no idea what they're talking about, and like, try to like pass it off as like a, yeah, I'm godly.
Here we go. Here we go.
I know, and I hate Gen 6. I think Gen 6 is very bad. Is that just... Okay, they're just two different areas.
Here we go.
Hey, they're asleep, so stay quiet and move slowly.
What are you doing? Be quiet.
I don't like this. It's getting a little spooky. Gotta be careful there. Yep. I remember like thinking like whatever with the Mega Charizards. It was like, I'll take it just because, you know, it's the first generation with Megas. It's fine. It's not what I prefer, but if anyone's gonna get it, I understand that they're probably gonna do a marketing tour de force. It was just that when everything so clearly became based on marketing, instead of trying to make a good game. Like 5th gen felt like they were really trying to make a good game. 6th gen forward felt like they were just trying to sell you toys.
Let's go. Here we go.
I'll take the lead. Here we go.
Jesus.
Let's go. Here we go.
I'll take the lead. Here we go.
Screw that.
Here we go.
Well, my issues with 6th gen is that it felt really incomplete.
Let's go.
Like if any game needed a third version, it was X and Y. And man, it is the one that didn't get it because they wanted to shit 7th gen out faster to celebrate the series' 20th anniversary.
Here we go.
Like I liked a lot of 6th gen's ideas. I liked that Breed was better. I liked that I liked Wonder Trade. I think that's a really fun idea.
Ready anytime.
Look at all those ships. I wonder if we can take one.
But just in general, I haven't been too happy with the series as of late, so...
Dude, look at our rings. It's the funny sex number. And I shit talk it all the time because I want the best for the series. And it's just so clearly going in a direction that I don't agree with it. Oh fuck, Brooke, what do you have? If you post source filmmaker Brigitte porn in my server one more time...
Not bad. No complaints.
Oh fuck, someone retweeted it earlier, but I think it was right before the stream, so I didn't get to check it out. We'll see, well, it'd be hard to enjoy 6th gen for the story, because 6th gen didn't have a story. Look at me, I am definitely not Evil Lion Man. I am going to use this deer you've never seen before to life everyone to death. Do not post... No source filmmaker porn in my lobby. Okay, thank you, game. I want to be excited for Digimon Survive just because it looks like the closest thing we're gonna get to Devil Survivor 3.
And collect the reward.
Yeah, the client. We should probably find him.
But I don't know.
Not fair.
I don't think I'm gonna be all that hyped for Survive, honestly. Because I'm gonna want to treat it like Devil Survivor 3, and it's not gonna be Devil Survivor 3.
Are those Eggman's robots?
Bad guys.
Oh, knock him out.
Keep a distance from the cannon. Good job, boys.
Ah, jeez, that was ear rapey.
Let's go. Here we go.
Like, I don't know, the older I get, I feel like I'm kind of more just settling into my old routines, and I don't want to try new things, because as a whole, I don't seem to be enjoying those new things. Like, why risk this when I can just go play Final Fantasy VII for like the 8th time?
Here we go.
Yeah, Modern Atlas, I don't think should handle, like, be let... no, we shouldn't let them have a Devil Survivor 3. So I don't know shit, maybe Survive will be the better option.
Let's go. Here we go.
Right, up you go, jackass. You know a game I really didn't enjoy? Uncharted 2.
The robot with a hammer is dangerous, and our attacks against him seem useless. We must find a weak spot first.
Anytime you're ready.
Gameplay. Ow, fuck, that hurt. Uncharted 2 was like, probably one of the least fun I've ever had playing a game, honestly. I never beat it. I played like a few hours of it, and like, this is one of the worst games I've ever played. And I sold it. I didn't sell my games at that point in life either. I would tend to keep something just in case I would appreciate it later. But, nope. Just sold that immediately.
Let's go.
No. They make noise. That was a very human scream. It's like, oh!
The fan isn't working. There must be a switch somewhere.
Lazy.
Whoa.
I better not see Widowmaker getting piped when I come into the server. Posted in the church. Oh, god damn it.
Here we go.
Well, viewers, I will confirm or deny. Time to see. NSFW chat. Yep, that's Brigitte getting piped.
Let's go.
Boy, it's so rare that we actually... It's so rare that we actually post porn in the NSFW server. Or the NSFW channel. What was that, Ike? Missed.
We're fine.
And look, the falling animation didn't even trigger there.
Ready anytime.
Ah, a Team Blast, lovely.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, but the first thing we posted there were like OSHA violations. We mostly just post like, there's like some like pornographic stuff in there, but for the most part it really is just things that are like vaguely dirtier than usual.
Let's go.
I failed.
So in case you're wondering what you're missing in the church channel, it's a lot more Rose Gold Heart and Project 3 spoilers, and some not porn. So there you go. Now you know. Let this work, please. Thank you.
Here we go.
Take the lead. Here we go.
Let's go.
Are those Eggman's robots?
Actually, come to think of it, I think that might just be the straight up, like, corniest post there. I don't think we've, like... Well, we posted the one picture of Kirby with the gigantic penis, but... I think that's, like, the straight up, like, first, like, porn we've put in there, you know?
Let's go. I failed.
Oh, it's like a picture of Kirby, and he's got, like, a gigantic penis that's, like, 3 times bigger than he is, and it's, like, dragging against the ground.
Here we go.
And he's, like, smiling about it.
Let's go. Here we go.
And I think his, like, feet are really detailed in it, too.
Let's go.
It's something. It's kind of like that picture of, like, Thanos, and he's, like, leaning against, like, a wall and smiling, and he's got a huge purple dick just hanging out. And it's the only NSFW thing I've almost retweeted on main, just because I thought it was hilarious.
That's what I call a laser.
Red. I said red.
My god, that was a huge purple Thanos penis.
Here we go.
Oh, but I have to kill you.
I'll take the lead.
I saw, like, this, like, speed run of Egg Emperor that was, like, there's a certain way, like, you can just, like, shoot your partners into the abyss.
Let's go.
Oh, you've seen the Thanos picture. Like, you can yeet your partners into the abyss, and, like, for some reason, it deals a shitload of damage to Egg Emperor, and you can kill him in, like, 13 seconds.
Here we go.
I don't remember how to do it.
Let's go.
Can I attach to this, please? Thank you.
Perfect for Raptor.
I don't know what I do with this now. Do I just leap into the abyss? Ah.
Let's go.
It's always the one mutual that posted, and that's not usually his dig. Well, he likes a ton of hentai, but the Thanos thing's new. It's not usually like straight up sex. It's usually just well-drawn anime women.
Here we go.
It's not why I followed him, but
I'll take the lead.
fringe benefit. I found some really good artists in general.
There's a lot of them.
All right. Leave them to me.
It was also the same reason I didn't mind when, like, how Twitter, like, shows you other people's likes, because it's how I find a lot of good artists.
Job. Mission complete.
Anyway. Because I don't know where to look for artists.
Not bad.
Cool. So now we can, it's one more fight, and we can leave this awful fucking thing behind. Here we go. Now, how long do you think it's going to take to kill the Egg Emperor like this?
Looks like we're in a jam, boys.
Evil must die. Beware my ninja power.
Enough of this.
wish I was the mocap actor for Charming.
Not really, boys. This is where we have to get tough.
I'm gonna get charged.
Here we go.
I'll take the lead. Here we go. Here we go.
Let's go.
Now this is where I would always see him doing that speedrunning tactic, but I have legitimately no clue how to pull it off. God, wow. Sham wow and a half, boys. Hopefully that... Was that enough? Was that him that exploded?
I'm gonna fucking kill you!
Damn it. One more cycle of it, I guess. I don't even want to imagine what kind of life you would have to go through where speedrunning Shadow the Hedgehog feels like something you should do with your time. Like, that feels like you must have been like a victim of child abuse. Ah, fuck me, dude. Yeah, I'm cheating, I don't care. Fuck this fight. Fuck this route. Just,
I'll take the lead. Here we go.
oh my god!
Here we go.
Let's go. Here we go.
Yoink!
Level up.
I'll take the lead. Here we go.
They're gonna kill me. They're gonna kill me and I'm gonna die.
Here we go.
Fuck you!
Impossible.
Gah. Did not like that. I hate this fight.
Yeah.
Cool, I cannot wait to only have to use these one more time.
All right. Our
Damn
work
straight.
is done.
Dr. Eggman is kill! No. At least we get to enjoy one of the best tracks in the game.
Guess he was a fake after all.
What do you mean, after all?
Here to save you. Dr. Eggman, I presume.
What's going on?
Oh my gosh!
You knew it was me all along, didn't you? It's all part of being a good detective.
Were we fooled that easily?
You're rotten.
Hey, hold on, you guys. It's no trick, and besides, I plan on paying you. You'll be rewarded
would
handsomely
hope.
for helping me. As soon as I conquer the world, I will pay you. Some nerve promising what you ain't got. We've been had. Just wait a minute. Just listen to me.
Take this, you bad.
Here's some porn. Just get a huge taint shot of Charming. song. That's the end of this one, at least. There's one more team route left. No, I'm gonna break that one up, probably, because I remember the missions are long, and the final story isn't long enough to have a full stream of. Yeah, 2 more streams of this and we can put it behind us forever. Espio is clearly ready to go. Because the lyrics for this are just absolutely horrendous. It just spoils the entire route. But it's such a nice tune, I love it. I used to, like, turn my TV up really loud and listen to this in the sound test. Oh, name drop. Is not that the most epic thing you've ever heard in your entire life? Team Darks is also, like, just absolutely butt rock, but my god, I love it to death. I'm so excited for that one. Don't forget to vacate your tiny, people. I don't want to know what you mean by that. That sounds like an unfortunate thing. So, the last thing we have to do is Team Dark, and once we 100% that, because we already have the, all 7 Chaos Emeralds, we can go to the right, and there's a final story, which is... it's a boss fight. But it finishes the plot of this game. The plot of this game. Anyway, that'll be probably enough for the stream for tonight. So thank you so very much for watching. We'll finish this up, or rather we'll do the Team Dark stream next Saturday. And we'll probably get to around, like, their jungle level and call it a stream. And if that's too short, we might, like, play some Showdown or something. Wednesday should be more, Symphony of the Nights. So that ought to be fun. So with that in mind, have yourselves a wonderful week. Take care of yourselves. Halloween is coming up, so I probably, well, I know I won't see you. We might do our Symphony of the Night stream on Halloween, potentially. We shall see. I don't know how many of you guys still trick-or-treat. I know you're all a bunch of, hulking brutes that all served time, so... let's have a Halloween party with Symphony of the Night, boys. Anyway, peace out, y'all. Catch you next time.